today I'm going to review a thing. The next 3 weeks on this channel are going to be pretty magical. Okay, it's not going to be magical. There's going to be a theme. I haven't really done a specific, theme of movies yet. I've talked about mostly bad movies, so I figured to keep the train of bad movies going, but with a little theme this time. And it's going to span for the next 3 weeks. So today, next Tuesday, and the following Tuesday. It's all going to be considered just one big, massive video-ish kind of thing, because I can't really talk about it all in just one video. It's going to be split up into 3 parts. We're going to have a special theme on the Wild Review these next 3 weeks, and that theme is rip-offs! Yay! Does anybody remember when I watched The Little Panda Fighter? It was a movie that was created, I think, maybe in China or Japan, or I don't know where it was made, but it had a lot of English dubbing. And the voices really didn't fit the mouths on the characters because the mouths were talking too fast, and the voices had to catch up with the voice of the character. It was just a big mess. The Little Panda Fighter, if you'd like to check out the video, which is right here, you can just click right there, or you could click the link in the description. The movie was a ripoff of Kung Fu Panda. I stated it multiple times in the video, but it's clear as day that this movie is Kung Fu Panda. Not exactly Kung Fu Panda. There's no Furious 5. There's just a panda who's fighting. But he's not even fighting. He dances in the movie. But you can tell it's Kung Fu Panda. I mean, look at. I don't know what exactly the director or creator of this movie was thinking of. Clear as day ripoff of Kung Fu Panda. So after that video, I kept in mind that there are a bunch of ripoff movies out there in the world for some reason, because people want to make money. So for a while I've been thinking of what other kind of ripoff movies there are out there. So I looked it up, I just typed in ripoff movies on Google, and I found a bunch of them. I don't feel like torturing myself with watching a bunch of ripoff films that are probably more awful than the original copy. Not saying that, the originals are bad. The ripoffs are extremely bad and worse and low budget. So I decided to pick 3. One of them that I'll be talking about today is a little film called Plan B, as in Bumblebee. So this film is ripping off the B movie. Very appropriate movie at this time to rip off. Or at least for me to find. This movie has been around for a while, but not as long as the little B movie references that have been jumping around the internet. If you've been living in a cave or in a dark alley or somewhere without internet since late last year, you'll know that the B movie has been very popular and has spanned to become a meme. I'm not saying the B movie was horrible. I wouldn't say it was a good film either. It's definitely one of those films that you need to just sit down and watch, cringe over, and then laugh at how cringy and bad it is. That's the kind of film B movie is. For you to make a rip-off film of B movie, just what is wrong with you? I mean, we already have a movie about bees. We don't need another movie about bees. But some guy thought it'd be an excellent idea to make a movie about bees. Not exactly the same plot as the B movie, but the internet claims that this is the rip-off film of B movie, which is which I can completely understand, because how many other films out there are about bees? I can only think of 2. The B movie and this. Why did you do this, director? Why? Who told you this would be a good idea? With that said, let the torturing begin. Let's dive right into Plan B. Seinfeld would be disappointed in you. So we start with 2 bees. I'm gonna assume one's a boy and one's a girl, but I mean, I can't really tell the difference between in this movie other than the voices.
Much better. Gag me!
Wow, what a lovely shot of Washington, which is where this film takes place, by the way. And for some reason, it seems that New York has a little mix in it as well, along with whatever kind of blue thing that is. Is that supposed to be a carousel, or A circus?
Smell that? Flowers in full bloom. Don't you love being a bee? Here, try this blossom.
Belza. All right, troops, move out.
So it's not fully established here. Are they a team? Because he was just called captain, and he claims they're under attack. Is there a system where bees are now a team? I didn't know this was a thing. Is this supposed to be like accurate to what happens in real life? That bees travel in packs? Because they really don't do that. I see about like 2 or 3 bees together, and that's it. It's not really a team much.
This is honey. I can see that. But they're so little.
She has fangs. Your queen has fangs. Is she a bumblebee or is she a vampire? She can only be one. Or do bees just secretly have fangs? Either way, it's not normal. Is she a vampire? A bee and a vampire? Or a V? That sounds stupid.
Gently, Zips. Still think we're the A-team?
What? She's screaming for help and you do absolutely nothing. You're supposed to be a captain of this so-called team. Yeah, great showmanship. You're a great leader.
Bing, please. These flowers are nasty. Buffy, go back into that flower and extract all the liquid you can.
Jesus, this little guy's feisty when he's mad. Don't get him too mad, he'll sting you in the face, 'cause he's a bee. Ah, how threatening.
I promote you to Major. What? You're
Oh my god, Satan has gotten into this bee! Kill it! Kill it with your vampire fangs and stingers!
I know, the Washington Monument. We can't. It's a special day. So, we'll be respectful.
Why is it a special day? What's so special about this? Oh, so it's alright, it's got something to do with George Washington. Alright, you could have just... Wait, how did you know it was a... what?
What's with Washington's hair? Just get to work.
I'm sorry. You know George Washington. A bee knows George Washington. I think this is the number one problem with this movie. How do bees know who George Washington is? I mean, not just like they know who he is, but at least 5 times in this movie they talk about him and they reference all the stuff that he's done.
Disturbing, a floral tribute to George Washington. And Washington loved honey. He ate it every morning. It's with a tubular haircut. That was the fashion, Buffy. We do have a choice. Like Washington. You know, he could have been king, but he chose democracy.
Oh, we just got a lesson from a bunch of bees. How do you know this much history? You're a bee. All you should know is how to make honey sting people and die.
Now she wants to make the hive bigger? Why? It's such a waste. Bees must live with nature, not fight it.
Yeah, you don't live very long either. I should probably mention that. Bees don't live very long. If you don't know this about bees, I'll lay you down a little lesson. So bees, specifically honeybees, the kind of bees that are being shown in this movie, they live up to 122 to 152 days. That's exactly 5 months, around 5 months. So that's the lifespan of these kind of bees. So they live for 5 months and then they die. It's not a very long life. You can't really do much in that. Well, you can do a lot of things in that time, but you're a bee. So you can't do much besides fly. Actually, I don't even think bees are supposed to fly. Did we not pay attention to the beginning of the bee movie? Why does this movie have the most creepiest shots? This is supposed to be a kid's film, right?
Wow!
So you come here, to the Lincoln Memorial. Yep. A monument dedicated to Abraham Lincoln, the president who ended slavery.
Okay, seriously, how do these bees know history? They don't live very long. They're bees. They fly and they get honey. They shouldn't know all this. Do they have a super intelligence that we just don't know about? Is this the one thing that we missed when they were on the National Geographic Channel? I mean, I didn't see that special. Doubt there even is one. There probably is, because bees are the Natural Geographic of Earth. How big are their brains?
Sure, Pistol's back. And if not, I'll teach you to turn. Really?
Yes.
Who's this? That's Barney. I don't like her.
Oh, okay. I don't like her. Just stare into her face and say, I don't like her. You don't even know her. She's been there for 3 minutes. What, do you have to look at the bees and just decide who you like and who you don't? I don't like you, but you I like. I like you. That's how it goes, I guess, in this hive. So I should mention, we're about 27 minutes into this film, almost a half hour. And I'll be honest, I don't know what the plot of this movie is. I'm very confused of what's going on. In fact, we're almost done with the movie. This film is about 42 minutes long. It's not even movie length. In order for a movie to be a movie, it needs to be over 45 minutes. This is considered a short film. So I have no idea what's going on, and there are like, I don't know, 12 minutes left? The bees make honey, and it's a competition to make honey, and then they get banished. That's the plot of this movie. How interesting.
Captain! Get out of there! We trapped! Oh no! No! It's all my fault.
Should I go over the lifespan again? You're getting upset because your friends are gonna die, yet they're gonna die anyway. Should I go over their lifespan on how long they live? Do I need to do that again?
He's declaring martial law. Unsheath your stingers. Oh,
Wait, war? There's gonna be a war? There are 4 minutes left in this movie. And now we bring you intense fighting!
This is embarrassing.
Your reign of
That's it? How did they win? They were just fighting with their stingers. They just gave up? That's no way to win a fight. There was no indication of them losing. How did they lose? I didn't see any injuries. I didn't see any of that. Well, whatever the case is, the queen loses, and that's the end of the movie. Wow, what a great movie about bees! I learned so much! You know, like on how they have a lot of knowledge about history. And they make honey. And we learned how long they live. What an interesting movie! I'm not even gonna, question why this was called Plan B. I don't know where the Plan B was. I know it's supposed to be like a title pun, but I don't see any significance to Plan B. There was no indication that they were gonna do a Plan B. There was a competition, there was arguments, there was crying, death, and then there was a fight scene. I don't know what this was! What do I think about this? What do I think about this B-movie ripoff? I think I'd prefer the regular B-movie. I'd rather listen to Seinfeld and his B-talk, hitting on the female. And that's just one of these rip-off films. I got 2 more rip-off films. What exactly will those be? Well, that's gonna be a fun time. Come back next week to where we check out another rip-off film that will probably get me, it'll probably give me even more agita. Is that how you say it? Agita? Agita. It's probably not how you say it. Thanks for watching The Wild Review on The Wild Reviewer, and you just saw me review a thing.